Get louder for my teammates here. I feel guilty a lot. I feel like you all show me so much love, and every time y'all do, I'm like, they did all the work. I'm the dog and pony show. They're the workers. But how about Chris Arnold? Is he not awesome or what? I mean, for those of you from out of town, Chris he's sort of a radio TV icon here, and I don't know if you saw his hand, but. Yes, Cesar Torres, you Spurs fan, that is a championship ring that he has on his finger, and we beat the Spurs last night. And oh, now we're awake. Okay, good. Now we're awake. Poor Cesar had to medicate himself after last night. I didn't know if he made it, but no, I'm kidding. No, I'm not. Okay. You know, it's exciting. First of all. I begged not to be out here as much, and then the stupid video of me and all this junk, and I begged and begged and begged, and it was their fault. September, I'm going to sit there and enjoy and listen to you all the whole time. So that's my goal for September, and you'll know what I mean by that later. So, all right, let's. I want, for those of you who haven't had the chance to hear from these folks, I want you to get the chance to do that, because behind every great company, behind every great anything, there are people behind the scenes that just grind and grind and grind and grind and grind. And you know, all the experts have said, it's public knowledge, we've accomplished, and I say all of us in the room, but you guys were the ones behind the scenes that have accomplished 18 months worth of work in 12 weeks. And it's insane. I mean, you all don't even know this. Our headquarters aren't even built yet. So we're in a temporary office waiting on our headquarters to finish being built out. That's why our phone system stinks, right? When you call it sounds like you're calling a 1982 voicemail system, right? Because the building can't even accommodate a new phone system as robust as we would need it, right? And the good thing is it's all being built out. It's crazy. If we can get a picture this afternoon to show everybody, that'd be cool.
Pictures about 5 minutes ago. They're working.
You got some pictures?
Installing air conditioning, ductwork, changing over the power. It's happening. Yes.
Yeah. But before we get started, because I know one of the favorite things that all of us enjoy getting as network marketers is a check, right? We all like getting paid? Yes? Joe, if you don't mind, why don't you start us off? Joe, our CFO, you all know his incredible background. Why don't you get us started? Just let everybody know about the state of the company, where we are, etc.
Okay, well, I can sum it up in one word. We're doing fantastic. But you probably want to hear a little more than that. So actually, you're doing fantastic. It's not us that are doing it, it's you guys. And a big hat off to all of you. So the first thing I want to talk about is revenue. You know, many of you know I was the CFO of Video Plus, and when I was there, I got exposed to about 40 direct selling startups, and there's a barrier you have to cross, okay, and it's $1 million a month in revenue. And out of the 40 startups that I watched, only about 5 of them made it over $1 million a month, and for those 5, it was like a 2-year grind. Okay, well, our first month, which only started on the 18th or the 20th of the month, we did over $1 million. Yeah.
Hey, make sure you all heard that. You all generated over $1 million, and it was in 8 days.
Yeah,
8 days.
So that's the first barrier. I mean, that's the first indicator that you're really going to do well, is if you can get over $1 million a month. So to sum up how we're doing, you know, I think the best thing to look at is how we're doing on the Business Builder Kit. It's a leading indicator. It predicts how our revenue is going to be in the future. The people that buy the Business Builder Kit are going to buy ID Nutrition or other products the following month. So it's really the Business Builder Kit that I think is important to watch. And if you look at March versus April, our Business Builder Kit sales are up 50%. Just incredible. Wow. That's great. The other thing about the Business Builder Kit that I think is really interesting is the ratio of Business Builder Kits to starter kits. And first, we love the starter kit people, okay? Most of them upgrade to be a business builder. So I don't want to dish on the starter kits. But for every starter kit we sell, we send 10 Business Builder kits, okay? That's just incredible. That just really speaks volumes to the quality of the people that you guys are bringing to the organization. Great job there. Okay. So I'm not making a prediction here. I'm not making a forecast. I'm not making a projection.
That usually means you are about to make it.
But if you take our revenue for April and you take that 50% business builder rate, we'll be $1 billion company in less time than my daughter Kaylee's been in college. Okay? So you're doing great. Keep it up.
Now wait a minute, that's the first time I've ever heard that. And so I have a question. How long has your daughter been in college?
Well, she's not on the 5-year plan, at least I hope so. She's a junior.
She's a junior, so she. So whoa. No, you see. This is Joe. He comes out of his bat cave and then drops a bomb like this. No, I think we all established. What's my color? Red. So I don't give him the details. Every time he wants to come give me numbers, he goes, "Hey Logan, would you like to?" Like, no, just do your thing. That's if something wrong, tell me. So I haven't heard from him in forever. So what you just said was, if we continue on the growth curve that we're on, which what Joe doesn't know is, we're going to blow our current growth curve out of the water, right? You understand that? So you just said that we would be $1 billion. We'll do $1 billion revenue. I want you to say that again. I want to make sure I heard you right.
Okay, so it's just
you have my attention.
It's just math. It's just math. Okay, if you take the revenue for April and you take a 50% growth rate, it's like 3 years we're $1 billion company. That's you. You guys got to keep the 50% per month thing going, though. Okay, that's the key to the whole thing.
The quick interpretation of that is you're going to make a lot of money. Sorry, that was the field leadership part.
First time Logan's been speechless all day.
I'm going to text old Darwin Deason. Darwin, you had the largest privately held yacht. And I'm taking all you with me on it. Oh, I am going to do it. I told Haley that. I told Haley, I said, bottom line, as soon as we hit the $1 billion, I'm going to do an incentive trip, and I'm going to bring my family on that yacht, and we're going to celebrate big time. So it's going to be fun.
I haven't heard that.
Huh?
I haven't heard that.
Of course you haven't heard it yet. Because I didn't know we were about to do it in 3 years. Yeah. Learn something new every day. All right, well, Joe, I think that's a good way for you to end on, because I don't care what you were going to say after that, it ain't going to get any better. So, Mark, really quick, you're going to come out later, but we have a bunch of questions coming in on Twitter, and so let's get into that, because we started a little bit late because you all were walking like you're on a cruise ship in the ocean in here, right? Hey, by the way, another great advantage of our energy drinks is they solve that problem. Just throwing it out there for you. It's in case you didn't know, Paul Sullivan told me that.
I can see college campuses all over the world now.
Yeah. You know, Logan, this is one of the greatest, no, Paul, I don't know. Well, when you drink too much. No, Paul, I don't understand what you're saying. Well, when your head's not right after you've had a long night of drinking. No, Paul, tell me what you're trying to say, right? All right, so, what's so funny is the greatest audiovisual team on the planet. For all of you that are CEOs of your own companies in the room and you ever do an event, TCG is the best. And that's who we've used. Look at this. I mean, it's crazy. And I say all this because they go, Logan, you're the first person we ever met that doesn't want anything scripted. And it drives them insane. Because, they have these amazing teleprompters and all these things, and they go, what do you want on them? I go, nothing, just, we'll be good. They go, well, you have to have something. I go, no, we'll make it up as we go. All right, so
we'll be good and long.
So it drives them crazy back there, because they're like, where's he going next? What's he going to do? I don't know. So anyway, let's do a question real quick. So the question, one of the first questions we had here was, and it was actually asked to me, but Mark, I'm going to let you touch on this, and you don't know what's coming. So if you need me to clarify, ask me. The question is, will there be more IDLIFE products in the future? You know, if you're comfortable with this.
Oh no, I can do this one.
Okay.
I got this one.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. And the reason why I got it.
I think they like it when you let the cat out of the bag a little bit.
Yeah, which I don't never do. Which I never do.
I know, you're boring. I know. Let the cat out of the bag.
You have permission.
Just wait till later, see if I'm boring.
That's true. He is Santa Claus later.
All right. The answer is yes. You know, we have a focus that we are starting on, which is kind of sports performance. We have some pre stuff, some post stuff, some. We may even have something that kind of helps you hydrate up if you've been active for a long time. We have a lot of really neat stuff in the works, and that's just the beginning. But the sports performance line is the focus of the future, and all I can say is just wait, because it's going to be incredible.
Yeah, if somebody may go, man, we're hoping to be out at this revolution. And I want us all to understand, our commitment is to have the best products, right? So to have the best, it takes a little longer, right? You have to make sure it tastes right. You have to know who your competitors are, and then make sure yours are better than your competitors. And so the good news is we've got it all boiled down. We know exactly what we're doing, and it'll be available in a very short amount of time, all right? So great question about that. Scott, let's go to you really quick. Scott is our director of field leadership. Y'all are so funny. I see your titles that you put on people. Scott, you've been called everything. I don't know.
That's normal.
Yeah. So, Scott, one of the questions it was actually geared towards on Twitter here. You guys got to get better questions. This is not good. What's your favorite IDLIFE product and why?
I like the new stuff we've come out with, but honestly, for me, ID Nutrition, I'm getting a little older, and I'm now aware that I need to really take care of myself. So ID Nutrition, for me, it helps me tremendously without making medical claims with my inflammation in my body. And so it makes me feel a lot better. And so it's by far my favorite product. No old jokes.
I just turned 50.
No old jokes.
50 years old. Remember that SNL? I guess I guess I'm the only one who watches that show. That's why I wake up in the morning and I can walk straight. No. Next question that we have on here is: are you going to expand into other countries, and when? Yes. We're going to be expanding in other countries. Mark, why don't you touch on when?
Yeah, the greatest thing about this organization and this group of people that's in this room and the people that aren't able to make it are some of the first questions that you asked us is, well, when can we go to Mexico? When can we go to Canada? When can we go to Australia? When can we go to all these other countries? And the best thing I can tell you is this: we are working on Canada right now. We are also working on other countries to follow suit very soon thereafter. So know that we're getting there as fast as we can, but I will tell you this: if you can get into Canada and you do everything right there, all the others are kind of easy. So Canada is the focus. That is the next one. As soon as we can get there, we will be there. We have people in this room that know a lot of Canadians, especially the ones that play hockey. So we're trying to get there as fast as we possibly can.
What is hockey? I don't know what it is. It's like they hit the ground with a stick. I don't get it. No, I'm kidding. Love you, Jimmy. Just remind us too, one of our investors is the NBC NHL analyst and former NHLer. Love you back there. We are going to go to other countries. I want us all to understand something, though. Expansion is not always good. Because it has to be done right? So when you expand, it has to be done right. Look, I want to host a revolution in Nashville, Tennessee. That's what I want to do, right? I want us to own this country and have incredible leadership in every state and city in this country. And obviously we'll expand overseas, and our goal is to be there yesterday. And so it's not like we're not slowing it down, but what I would tell you is this: we got plenty of fish in the sea right here in our country. We got plenty of people, so let's stay focused on what we're doing here. And that goes along, too. One of the things I want to reference, we have the retail business centers. and the wellness opportunity. And sometimes what can happen when you roll out something that powerful, because it is that powerful. I mean, you could get one account and, change your life for forever. But what happens sometimes when you have something that powerful is it can distract you. And what I want us all to remember in this room, no matter what we come up with, no matter what we do, don't ever forget the basics. Don't ever forget what got you where you are. It's like if baseball, all these kids, they want to learn a splitter, they want to learn a two-seam, they want to learn a cutter, they want to learn this. And I just tell everybody, if you can't throw a fastball for strikes consistently, none of the other pitches matter. You know, we have to make sure we always stay true to our core and how we build a business. And that's sample product, retail product, becomes associates, change people's lives. And so I really want us to remember that. Yes, work on the wellness programs, but sometimes what can happen when you roll out something with those powerful in numbers, when you roll out something where you can get one account and literally make ridiculous income, is you get the lottery mindset. And you can get locked into that. And then when you don't get that account, it just takes you out of the game. You understand what I'm saying there? Right? It takes you out of the game. And so I don't want that to happen to any of us. And I love what Chris Dunham said yesterday. It's one of the greatest quotes I've ever heard in my life. He said the great thing, I don't remember the exact quote, but he gave an illustration that the great thing is when you go out there and you put yourself on the line to get something that you don't have, if you don't get it, you break even. So what's there to lose, right? And I love that thought process, but I think sometimes what happens when retail business centers or the wellness program is you see these dollar signs, as you should, because it's a very lucrative opportunity, but if you don't get it, you let it take you out of the game. I mean, I know an associate that didn't like the way they structured their downline or whatever. And he hadn't been very active. And I just said, man, why aren't you plugged in? He goes, well, I put somebody under somebody and, I made a mistake. And I went, so you're just going to quit and not do it anymore because you made a mistake? I mean, seriously? But that's how human nature, we're all guilty of that at times, right? We put so much stock into one thing, one person, one idea, and it takes us out of the game if it doesn't go exactly right. And that's why I want us all to remember sample products. Let the tools be the messenger. Change people's lives physically. They're going to want to be a part of the opportunity. Change people's lives financially. And then we have a chance to change their lives spiritually, emotionally, and all the other ways, right? So anyway, so going back to the other countries and all that type of stuff, we will be there. That is a priority. But let's rock and roll in our country right now. Let's stay tuned with what we've got going on here. Why these three are up on the stage, and we're going to recap it real quick, because you're going to get to hear from all them later, except for you, Joe. You're not speaking anymore, because that was awesome. I'm still thinking about, aren't you? $1 billion in 36 months. I want you to think about that. Hey, and they've been doing it with the lousy tools we've given them. I mean, that's what's crazy. It's like every day I feel like we're sending you out to battle with a plastic fork or something. No more Ziploc bags though. It's like now you're getting revved up. Well, look, this is going to be an exciting day, and one of my favorite things is to see the new tools rolled out, and you're about to see one of those. And I love to hear the testimonies and the recognition and all those type things. So, look, I want you to meet these guys because I am a mega type A. And when you're a mega type A, you can be very insensitive at times. You can say things that you mean in a positive way that people can take in a negative way. And it's not intentional. You're just that's your personality. You can't help it. It's who you are. And these three, along with Sandy Moser and Laura Brandt and Dwayne Briding and Sarah Isom and Claire and the whole corporate staff, let me be very transparent with everybody in the room. I am the hardest human being to work for because anything less than perfect, I'm furious. And I've gotten better at that. But the point is this. Working at IDLIFE is going to be a survival of the fittest for our corporate team. And at the end of the day, my prayer for all of them is that they'll forgive me when I'm out of line. They'll know who my heart is. They'll know what I'm really all about. And they'll stay the course. And I tell every one of them, I promise you, I'll take care of you. As long as you're a part of my team, I'll always take care of you. And what these three put up with for me on a daily basis, along with the rest of our corporate team, is not always easy. And I am forever grateful for their loyalty and their friendship and their commitment to excellence. You'll text them at 3 o'clock in the morning and they're up, they're working. And they do this because they genuinely care about you, and they genuinely care about IDLIFE and the products and what we're doing. And they all know for a fact we're going to change people's lives. And I want you all to give one last huge round of applause for your teammates.